Hello, I'm David Hester, and I'd like to welcome you to the I'm Alive Again Holistic Health Show. You can find my website at www.biblehealth101.com. Today, we're going to talk about the food pyramid, okay? And the food pyramid is a tool that's been designed to help, us, basically, the public, determine if they're eating properly, okay? And it was introduced by the Department of Agriculture in the early 20th century. It's been revised, I know, in June of 2008, and if I remember correctly, it's even been revised again. Okay, now there's a number of weaknesses to the food pyramid. Okay, and really, it should turn its food pyramid on its head. Okay, because for instance, it recommends too many carbohydrates, okay? And then it doesn't tell you which are good carbohydrates and which are bad carbohydrates. They don't tell you about the low glycemic carbohydrates or the high glycemic carbohydrates. There's no distinction between those two, okay? Then it doesn't distinguish between healthy and unhealthy proteins. So it'll put, like heart healthy fish right next to bacon and bologna. Okay, and if you've read Leviticus 11 and Deuteronomy 14 in the scriptures, you realize that we are not supposed to eat bacon and bologna. Okay, so so there's healthy proteins and there's unhealthy proteins. All right. Another reason would be the foods today are processed, okay, and they don't have any nutrition, and I think supplements should be an important consideration, right? And so the food pyramid doesn't mention supplements. Okay, so those are the three primary weaknesses of the food pyramid. Now, I think that a proper balance of moderate amounts of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats is the best long-term diet, okay? But we have to be selective. We have to choose the good fats, the low glycemic carbs, the lean protein like fish or chicken or beans, right? Don't forget the green leafy vegetables, all right? And I think to function optimally, we're going to need to get a adequate quantity and quality of food. Okay. Now, the food pyramid, to its credit, suggests a balanced amount of the different types of foods. Okay. And it's best that we limit your calories at each meal and so forth. And really, it's best, ultimately the best, to eat 5 or 6 meals throughout the day. Okay. So here's a thought. Okay, you should eat 90% live food, live whole foods, and only 10% dead foods. Okay, I would recommend that you just don't eat processed foods altogether. All right. Now, what's a live food? Well, a live food is an unprocessed fresh food. Okay, it's, or at least minimally processed, right? And it has the nutrients, the enzymes, the vitamins, and the minerals, okay? Some examples would be oats, brown rice, beans, whole wheat bread, unless you have a gluten allergy, fresh fruits, vegetables, fresh fish, okay? That's live food. Okay, now dead food is synthetic, or it's really highly processed. And it has more nutrition in the box than it does in the food, okay? And so dead food would be like refined flour, white sugar, sodas, candy, French fries, all fast foods, hot dogs, and so forth. So as you can see, I recommend a live whole foods diet. And that's it for today's information on the food pyramid. Next week, or I shouldn't say next week, I should say tomorrow, I'm going to talk with you about the benefits of water and the benefits of calcium. That might be one video. Probably is going to end up being 2 videos. Well, thanks for listening today. You can visit my website at www.biblehealth101.com. Shalom Aleichem.